Like you said, it's a full slate of Friday night football games once again. And like you said, I'm at the new stadium here at Santa Rosa Beach in South Walton. The Hawks Nest, as they're calling it, as the Seahawks get ready to host in a preseason classic, the Mosley Dolphins. Well, here we are. Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers, home of the FHSA High School Baseball State Championship. This is where both Arnold and South Walton will play Monday morning and evening for a chance to move on to the state championship. Like you said, Friday night football is back. I'm up here at Defuniak Springs at Yates Memorial Stadium as the Walton Braves get set to host the Mariana Bulldogs and a clash of the Class 2A opponents. The stakes are as high as they come here in the regular season. Niceville and Mosley meeting here at Tommy Oliver, and a game that Coach Whitten says is the biggest in Bay County history. Yeah, Nisa, usually it's Scott Rosselman and myself are out covering sporting events, but obviously none of that is happening today. Mariana was actually going to go down to Panama City and play Rutherford tonight in boys basketball. Obviously, that game is canceled because the amount of snow that we have all over the place. For the first day of weigh-ins in the Bay Point Billfish Open, as you can see behind me, a Big Blue was just weighed moments ago. We'll get to the crew of Triple Tail in just a moment. Monday Night Football is here just with a little high school twist. We got a great rivalry on hand here in Washington County between two teams that are pretty evenly matched. Both Holmes and Shipley come into tonight with identical records at 4-1, having great seasons thus far.
This kid just said he wants to come try out, and the message is like, but there's one problem, I don't have legs.
That's Jacob Brown. At 1 year old, he was forced to have both his legs amputated when his parents were told by doctors he would never be able to walk. But almost 16 years later, Jacob defied all odds by joining Cottondale's baseball team, something many others, including himself, never thought would be possible. One of Finn's friends, Isaiah Farrar, has been skimming alongside Finn for the past 3 years. But last summer, Isaiah broke his back while practicing, thus beginning a long road to recovery.
Oh, Isaiah, you okay?
It's been tough a little bit. I fell behind like with all of the people I was able to stick up with or keep up with, and now it's like I'm trying to have it play a game of keep up.
But it was during Isaiah's time of recovery that he found a passion while working for Justin's restaurant, Finn's Island Style Grub.
Honestly, I want to end up opening a restaurant. A little bit because of Mr. Justin. Like, I always like it and working in the kitchen. I've always liked cooking and whatnot. But my dad, when I broke my back, me and my dad started cooking a lot, and I just got into it and started like trying to sell food, see how it works.
And just last week, Coleman and his dad were a part of one of the biggest moments in South Walton history.
To be honest, I thought they were going to walk me because they walked me to the bat before, so I came out there smiling. I was looking at the coach. I was like sitting there waiting for him to make a decision. I was smiling the whole time. I was like, if you let me hit, I'm going to end it.
The thing is, John's only been playing the sport for over 2 years now. The love of the game has always been there, coming from the days he'd sit at the TV with his dad.
I would always watch the games with him when I was younger. When the 2022 World Cup started, I started watching it, and after the World Cup final, I started having interest for the sport. Now, when talking to the Twins, it was clear that confidence for them is truly key. And that confidence elevates every time they step onto the court together. And that's allowed them to draw some comparisons to legendary shooters in the game of basketball. With Michael having two other brothers that played golf as well, they always had a sense of competition between the three of them, both friendly and real, and especially on the course. Varsity players going just the first 2 quarters. Bay with the ball first, moved to Niceville's side of the field, but this drive ends on the 4th down play. Noah Raines with the sack. Eagles offense then moves some 65 yards for the game's first score. The pitch to Jacoby Gilliard, who takes it to the near side around the edge and in for the 13-yard TD, 7-0. Bay looking to answer this, their best offensive play of the first half. John DeVos fakes the handoff, quick hitter to Amari Johnson, a 37-yard pass play inside the Eagles 25, but Bay later turns it over on downs. Again, Niceville comes back with points. Sophomore QB
Deegan McCoy up top to Robert Oliver, who catches at the 9 and carry the defender across. It's 14-0 Eagles late in the first. McCoy again looking deep, making it look easy with Teray Geiger, a 38-yard touchdown, 21-0 Niceville. First half, Indians in blue and coming out of the gate swinging. Kanijah Daniel looks inside to her teammate, Alidria Dudley, taking contact, the basket, 3-point swing there. And just a picture-perfect start for Chipola this afternoon. Denia McDonald showing her range from behind the arc, cashing in the tray ball, a 28-14 lead at the half. Second half, Northwest Florida fighting hard until the end. Kyla McBride, nice fake and drive to the bucket, but the Chipola Indians unstoppable. They are victorious in the state championship, cruising to a 58-41 win over Northwest Florida in the first season with Mitch Rolls as head man. A title coming home with the Indians, and Coach Rolls emotional after the win. Let's go over to hole number 9 of par 4. Florida State's Jack Bingham with a long birdie putt that drops on in, would move him to even par. He'd finish 1 under. Checking in over on hole 18, also a par 4, Mississippi State's Hugo Malcor. Nice chip shot here to bring it within about 4 feet to save his par. He finishes at 1 over. Back over to 9, FSU's Luke Clanton, the #1 amateur golfer in the world. His approach shot, just a simple wedge in, and look at this. Sticks it about 6 feet, a little bit of backspin there. He takes his par, finishing the day 1 over par. Braxton Barnes on the bump tonight and dealing, getting 2 quick strikeouts in the first, one swinging and the other caught looking. Seahawks now up to bat, and it's junior Coleman Borthwick with a no-doubter to left center field. That ball is long gone, and the South Walton Seahawks take an early 1-0 lead. Bottom of 3, Frank Wells with a man on third, and Jace Cunningham, his shot back at the track in left field. The Jaguars making a great throw in, but Cunningham too quick, bringing in the second score. Bottom of the 4th, Charlie Wilcox singles up the middle, running from third, and Travis Eichelberger coming to score. Wilcox recording the RBI. And Braxton Barnes tonight, 7 Ks, no hits in 5 innings of play. The Seahawks would score 6 in the bottom of the 5th to come away with a 10-0 victory. The Seahawks district champs are now awaiting their seeding in the state tournament. In at QB is Xavion Morgan, fires to Amari Johnson, makes the Marlin miss the tackle and walks in for a score, 13-yard touchdown, 7-0 Bay. To the second quarter, Morgan forced to step up in the pocket and fires down the field to DJ Davenport, makes the catch, runs down the sideline before getting tackled at the 2, sets up this short touchdown run from MJ Wilkerson. The Tornadoes go up by 2 scores, 14-0. And after another punt for Mariana, Walton gets the ball. First play of the drive, Eli Odom flies around a host of white jerseys. No one able to touch him, untouched to the end zone. It's all Braves after the first, 19-0. In the second quarter, and Walton on the doorstep of another score. But look at Terrell James flying through the air to bring down the INT, and Mariana would take over the ball. But the very next play, Bowen Barber rolls out to his right, hit as he throws, and it's picked off by Aiden Thomas to snuff out any chance of a Bulldog score. Mariana would score once in the second half, but the Braves win this one 33-6 and start off the season 1-0.